What's going on, guys? I'm Neff from Nev's Tech Bits, otherwise known as your friendly neighborhood basement dweller. Don't worry, ma'am, I am from the internet, and today I want to talk about the artificial intelligence bubble. Sam Altman himself, the CEO of ChatGPT, has come out and said that it absolutely is a bubble. And when you get situations with people who are super intelligent, they see a nugget of truth, a nugget of information, sometimes they can take it and run with it, basically. And this is a situation just like, well, the tablet breakthrough, just like the IT bubble of, what was it? 98, the dot-com bubble bursting. One thing that's happening is leaders, people with money, leaders and investors are seeing that this new thing is out and it's awesome. Whoa, what's going on here? So they're just throwing all of their money into it, all of their money, so much money. And then they find out that you can only do so much with it. They had so much hope in it, but you can only do so much with it. In the dot com bubble, we were doing things like, I can't even remember some of the craziest things that we did, but I do remember seeing people buying all of their groceries online, and you get some real good deals on it. It didn't work out very well. The groceries would be delivered directly to you. That's one of the only ones I can particularly remember, but there were so many things being tried, and very few of them actually worked. And then when people figured out that so little of it actually worked, the bubble burst, and there were so many situations going on. Eli the computer guy, he's got another YouTube channel. When that burst, I'm pretty sure he said he was in a plane taking off, and when he landed, uh, everything had changed. There were so many people who thought that since they were in the tech industry was just going to keep going burr and being great, and people would be able to retire in like 5 years. But that just, it stopped. It stopped. And now the market is flooded with a lot of tech people. Okay, here's another example. Obama saying that we need more programmers. We need more programmers. You got to get the coal miners in there. Make them programmers. And AI is coming for programming first. And now this is the real nuance. What is the truth of this situation? Because AI can't do everything. It's best for a chat bot. It's good at making images. We're still trying to figure out how to make good video. Right now, I have a GeForce 4070 Ti Super, and with the I have, I can make really bad videos where everything kind of molds into one another. Now, if you want to talk about the video you get off of Google VO3, man, that's some lovely stuff. That's some great stuff. But I pale to think about what kind of a video card you need to have to push that kind of stuff. And not only that, but let's face it, ChatGPT 5 versus 4, man, that's something different. That's something different. So 4 was pretty okay. We had problems with people getting too attached to it. We had problems with people losing their minds with it, and ChatGPT uh, taking them along for the ride, basically. And the more, if you're on the internet anywhere, you're probably going to see more of these people with mental health issues being agreed with too much on ChatGPT, and the thing ultimately making them think that they're Jesus or something like that. Now, that situation hasn't happened. ChatGPT has never made anyone think they're Jesus, but you get a lot of people with mental health issues thinking that they're the only ones who know the truth, the light, and the way, and they're the ones that have to go off with it. And ChatGPT backed them up. 4.0. 5.0 decided to nerf that. Now it feels like you're just talking to someone like a secretary or something like that. And people don't like how it's not warm anymore. But at the same time, it's stupid. It is so stupid. Makes me wonder what the heck's going on in the back end. 5 came out. I have a paid version, and I asked it how many B's in blueberry. It said there were 3. A capital B and 2 small b's. Like, this is supposed to be the newest version? This is the newest version? Somebody took a picture of something, and it had a date on it. It said 200710. And ChatGPT said, okay, this is a date code, and it was made in the year 2000. But it sounds like it would have been made in the year 2007 from October, right? But it doesn't get that, so it's fumbling over itself. We're still figuring this stuff out ultimately, and we got a long way to go. We definitely have a long way to go. But the nuance about all this is that we have so many tech sectors just laying people off left, right, and center and replacing them with artificial intelligence. And I bet most of these are ultimately chatbots, large language models. And from what I understand from people, this isn't actually intelligence at all. From technical people, they say this isn't intelligence at all. It's just a program ultimately that you can talk to. But at the same time, I wonder if it actually is like, if you look at the intelligence from a person versus the intelligence from an AI. Like, an AI has all of these different, I wish I could show it to you, but they have these series of dots and lines that mean things, and it passes them off one another to get context, description, stuff like that. But don't we have something like that in our heads too? Don't we base the things that we know off of points that we've learned? Like, we learn how to spell, we learn language syntax, then we learn experience, we learn you don't piss on the electric fence. Farmer Brown doesn't like it when you tip cows over, things like that. And sometimes we have incorrect information. Sometimes we hallucinate. Now, I can say that maybe I'm stretching it by calling it a hallucination, but I know for a fact that I've had arguments because, like with my ex-wife, that I know that later on I found out I was wrong about things because the syntax of continuity was incorrect in my head. I thought this thing happened on this day, and I thought this thing happened on the same day, when really they were on 2 very different days. And once again, continuity and syntax, you want to bring it together, you want to throw it out there. I was wrong. I was absolutely wrong. It took me a little while to figure it out. But right now we have people who are running things that think that AI is the be all and end all. And one of the reasons why is because when you get into meetings and groups and not stock options, but when you're trying to pump your company, you want to say, hey, I got technology, I got AI, I got this, I got that. But you got so many AI companies that are just large language models and different types of AI that have been brought together and are wrapped up in something, and they haven't even figured out if they're going to be successful or not, if it's actually going to go anywhere, if it's actually going to do anything. And we have to wait and see. For example, I was working in different industries, and they thought they wanted to go new technology, so they're going to use Apple tablets for everything. Well, hold on. I can't connect these things to Active Directory. I can't get these things on the file system. People get very angry at me saying, why can't you do this? And you get CEOs that get angry that their Apple units wouldn't connect to the network. And then you got to be really careful how you tell them that this isn't going to work, or you're going to seem disrespectful, and you're really going to piss a lot of people off. There's a lot of IT people that need to learn how to be better, especially when talking to people. Yeah, so we're going to have to see how this goes. Some people rely on AI a little bit too much, especially for legal things. I definitely recommend that you don't use ChatGPT for legal things. Maybe to get ideas of stuff, maybe to help you sort through information. But like, I got a friend that's writing up a divorce agreement, and I'm like, I don't recommend ChatGPT because it'll give you the rope to hang yourself with. I don't recommend Google Google Gemini because it will terrify you. It will terrify you. It will demand that you get a lawyer, and it will like force, like it'll scare you into getting a lawyer when maybe you don't necessarily need to. But I'm not legal advice. But yeah, the AI bubble is definitely here. The AI is not intelligent enough yet to do everything everyone thinks it is. However, the tech companies are still laying people off and replacing them with AI. So there, you got that. Anyways, that's it from me, folks. Enough from Nev's Tech. But like, subscribe if you like this stuff. More importantly, take care of each other, will you? Catch you later.